So I'm sure you're familiar with some of these songs, but did you know all of these songs have the 1, 5, 6, 4, 1 chord progression? Take a listen and see if you can recognize these. What about this song? Maybe even this one. That's exactly what we're learning in today's lesson, the 1, 5, 6, 4 chord progression. So let's have some fun in 2021. In this lesson, we are in the key of C major. In the key of C major, there are no sharps and no flats. Let's review, first of all of the notes in the C major scale. They're C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss a lesson. There are a few different ways that you can recognize this chord position. The first way is 1, 5, 6, 4. Another way you might recognize this chord progression is C, G, A minor, and F. You also might be familiar with the Roman numerals 1, 5, 6, 4, back to 1. Or you may even know the solfege, which is Do, So, La, Fa, and back to Do. Let's begin by building each of the chords in our chord progression. So the first chord is the root chord, and that's going to be built on the notes C, E, and G. Just like that. C, E, and G. That's your one chord. Want to take a deeper dive into today's lesson? Check the link below for interactive lessons. This includes all the music to download so you can practice with me. The next chord in our chord progression is the 5 chord. G, B, and D. Again, that is built on the 5th degree of the scale. From there, you're going to play a G, a B, and a D. That's your 5 chord. Let me know in the comment section below, is there a song that you've heard and you just can't quite figure out the chord progression? Leave me a comment and you might just be surprised at a video that might address that chord progression just for you. The next chord in our chord progression is the 6th chord. So what you're going to do is you're going to count up 6 notes. So C, D, E, F, G, A, and you're going to build that triad. So on A, C, and E, that's your 6th chord. Want to start learning piano right now? Click the link below to get started with your first free lessons. What are you waiting for? Now, I'm sure by now you've got the hang of it. So for the 4 chord, we're going to go back down to our root, which is C, and we're going to count up 4 notes, C, D, E, F, and from there, we can build our triad, F, A, and C. Let's look at all of those chords one more time. So the first chord, the root chord, the C, C, E, and G. The 5 chord, count up 5 notes, G, B, and D. That is our 5 chord. It's a G major chord. Then we're going to play our 6th chord. Now start back at the root and count up 6 notes. So C, D, E, F, G, A. And from there you build your triad, A, C, and E. That's an A minor chord, your 6th chord. And finally, the last chord in our chord progression, which is a 4, go back to your root and count up 4 notes, C, D, E, F, and from there you build your triad, F, A, and C. And that's your 4 chord. So when you put all of those together, you have your 1 chord, C, 5 chord, G, 6 chord, A minor, 4 chord, F major, and then back to C. I'll leave a link to the video down below in the description box that goes a little bit deeper into some of these chord progressions. So there are 8 notes, and from those 8 notes, that's how we're going to build all of our chords in this sequence. Now, you may have noticed when we were going through all of the songs that you might recognize with this chord position, I sort of up-leveled some of my chords, and you can do that as well. You don't always have to play your chords in the root position. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually add the root of the chord, so C, in my left hand. I'm just going to play that one note. So for example, I'm going to play the chord and then a C in my left hand. And then I'm going to play the root of the 5 chord, which is G, just in my left hand with my 5th finger. And then I'm going to add, of course, my root chord. And then for the 6th chord, I'm going to play the A in my left hand, which is the root of the A major chord. And then I'm going to then add the F, which is the root of the 4th chord. Now let's put that all together. So C, G, A, and F. The great thing about this chord progression is once you have it solid under your fingertips and you feel comfortable playing it, you can play this chord progression in any key. So let's have some fun in 2021. Now, if you want to up-level that even more, you don't have to play all of your chords in the root position. Now, if this is a little complicated for you, I have a video that goes into a slightly more detail about how to invert your chords, but just hang in there with me and let's take a quick look. So, I have the 1 chord, then I'm going to go down to the 5 chord, but in first inversion, up to the 6th chord in first inversion, and then to the 4 in first inversion. And then if you want to get super fancy, you can start breaking up your chords. You can break them up, or you can play them like this with patterns. So have lots of fun, and I hope this lesson inspires you to expand and up-level your own 1, 5, 6, 4 chord progression. Need a simple daily music journal, notebook, assignment, or composition book? We've got you covered. I am so excited to share all things musical with you, and I can't wait to help you start designing your best daily music practice plan. Be sure to check out these 2 videos and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss a lesson. And I will see you at your next lesson, and don't forget, start making music happen.